What's up, guys? I have a tag video for you today, and it's of my 3 knife pet peeves. So I believe this video was originally created by Justin over at Blue Collar Survival. Go check him out. Great channel, great guy. And I was tagged by Jay over at the Knife Beater, and another awesome channel. And if you're not subscribed to him, definitely go check him out. But I'm pretty sure you are if you're watching me, because I know he's given me a couple shout outs and everything, so I really appreciate that. My first pet peeve is flipper tabs. Now, I like flipper tabs, or I like flipper knives. I just got done reviewing this steel wool Modus, and one of the things I really love about it is the flipper tab. I love how I prefer flipper tabs that are pointed down like this, so you basically just rest your finger on it and you're ready to go. No craziness, pointiness or anything. It's right there and you just press down. There it goes. So my pet peeve with flipper tabs is when you get knives like this, and that's a point there. That's a sharp point. Okay, there's no finger distribution. When you have this, look at all the area that your finger has to distribute the weight that you're getting ready to push down. When you have this, combine that with a very hard detent, and it can get pointy, very uncomfortable. Okay, so why do they do that? I don't know, because they could have easily sanded more off of there. Okay, so taking that edge off like that, and it would have been more like this. Okay, then when you open it, it would have been pointed outwards more versus hooking around like that. It would have been pointing more towards the sky. Okay, so there's one example of a pointy one. Here is another example of a pointy one. This one is actually, believe it or not, not as bad as the Arius, because you have jimping right here to kind of give you the goal of push button, or give, it kind of hints at doing a push button. But if you are trying to kind of like light switch it a little bit, then you're right up on this first jimping right there and pointy spot. So, but to believe it or not, this isn't as bad as the Arius, because this detent is very strong. Both of them are not comfortable. To engage. This is much more user friendly. Yeah. And one more example of a good one is this ZTO 609, and you can see how it's kind of canted down, almost like this one. Not as extreme as this one, but it's still down. And then there's also no points anywhere. It's all completely rounded. So that's really comfortable on your finger and gives you no problem flipping the knife. Really like this knife. So that's my first pet peeve, is flipper tabs. Next pet peeve is blade centering. So of course my channel name, blade centering. It's just, I think some of us in the or maybe a lot of us in the knife community have a little bit of OCD, a little bit to some degree, and that's just one thing. You can see this one is a hair off that, but I'm okay with that. But when I get especially expensive knife, when I get an expensive knife that has the blade centering is off, that just is like crazy to me, because you can get a $40 or $50 knife that gets it right. So, and then you pay $300 and you got an off-center knife. I don't get that. So whenever I have that, it's just like, it's a really big pet peeve for me. Alright, my next pet peeve is jimping. And it's more so jimping that's placed in the wrong spot. And so, here's an example. Here's my 0640. When I hold this knife here, this is where my hand goes. Now, if I want jimping, this is where my thumb would go, okay? There's no jimping there. There is jimping way back here. So this is where my hand naturally wants to be at for jimping, and this is where the jimping should be. So I feel a lot of times makers don't want to put jimping on blades, but that's where it really needs to go. This is a good example of the jimping done right. See, it's on the blade. When I hold it there, that's where my thumb wants to rest. It wouldn't want to rest way back here like that, like the 0640 had there. It wants to go right there. So when knife companies don't put the jimping in the right place, it's kind of a pet peeve. Again, the Intrigue does it right. Here's my hand naturally, and that's the jimping is on the blade. So if knife companies, Hinderer does a pretty good job. See, they have it on the blade. They also have it way back here, so it covers people's hands in all areas. But yeah, knife companies, don't be scared to put jimping on there. My fire tack, this is where I have it at. My thumb is like, this is where the jimping wants to be at, but it's way back here. It needs to be up here some. So that is my third pet peeve. So yeah, really, thanks again, Jay, for tagging me. It was a fun video to watch other people's and to do. So let me know what your pet peeves are down below in the comments, and you guys have a good one. Talk to you later.